And we know you're a Queen fan yourself. We heard of it. You like some of the more obscure songs.
Yeah.
But what song were you nervous to sing and why?
Well, obviously, you know, the title of the film, Bohemian Rhapsody, means a very specific thing to so many people, and I guess it was telling the story of how that song was made was kind of the thing I was really occupied by, because it means so many things to so many people, and you want to kind of identify what that song means, but you also want to leave everything open to interpretation. So that gets difficult. It's like, do we explain this song, or do we just let you sit with what Freddie's going through in the moment? And I think that tells it all. Yeah.
I think just trying to live up to the reputation of this legend. You know, Brian May he's on so many lists. He's voted as like the greatest rock guitarist of all time. So to try and live up to that, and specifically the challenge for me was the instrumental challenge. I played a little bit of guitar before, but nothing on this level. Yeah. It was basically like trying to step into a Formula One car and kind of do your best, hit the gas.
Boy, I mean, they really hit us with a big one. Live Aid was the very first thing we were going to be doing.
Wow.
So the biggest concert. Oh, the biggest concert of all time was going to be day one. Oh, excellent. Yeah, perfect. So, but luckily they gave us 6 weeks to rehearse. But they wanted us to be so perfect. If John's head, turns to the left at one moment, I had to do that in that exact moment. And it's not just that. You have to be able to actually play all the songs while memorizing all the movements. And then you also have to remember you're playing a character there's a point in the movie where it's very emotional, in that moment when they're on stage, and so you had to connect with your fellow actors. And sort of putting all of those things together was a really big challenge. But I just remember one moment when we were doing the entire set in its entirety. We were doing Radio Gaga, and I'm just looking out into the crowd singing the backing vocals, and I just had this out-of-body experience where I was just like, I can't believe I'm able to do this. It was such a blessing. I almost got out of character. I said, no, just snap back into it. You're a professional, darn it.
Who do you still need to see?
Who do I still need to see? I got to see Janet Jackson the other night. That was cool. So I'm checking them off my list.
If Led Zepp ever got together again, I'd love to go and see them. I'd love to see Fleetwood Mac. I'm devastated that I never got to see David Bowie.
I mean, I would love to see Arcade Fire. Never seen Arcade Fire. I've never seen Radiohead. So there's a couple on my bucket list still that I still got to get out there and see. Yeah.
So, your first concert you went to?
Oh, ever in my life? Oh, jeez. I'm not sure I remember. It might have been Weezer.
First concert was at the Hollywood Bowl, and I don't remember the very first one, because I used to go to a few of them when I was a kid.
Your favorite concert?
Oh, I saw U2 in 2001. Right around the time of 9/11, and that was incredibly emotional in upstate New York, and they were absolutely brilliant. Another concert I really loved, I saw Incubus in LA on Halloween night. They all dressed up and they did a bunch of covers and they played forever. Roxanne they did some Madonna covers. It was great. It was just so much fun. And when I was in college, I saw a band called Remy Zero in a really small coffee shop that also was just so moving for me. Yeah, I mean, I love music. I love rock music.
I would say, I saw Cat Power and Nick Cave at the Hollywood Bowl, and that was a really cool performance.